Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 28th, and this is Bed Talk, brought to you from bed, as many of you know already, if you've seen even one of these before. Bed Talk number 29. Crazy. And today I want to talk to you about light. Yep, Light. And specifically, I want to talk to you about bringing your fear into the light. Here's the deal. All of us, yes, even me, have moments or periods, and for some of us, unfortunately, almost a full day experience, and that's another topic, of fear. Fear, anxiety, uncertainty. It's a reality. But here's what I've noticed during this pandemic. So many of us are acting, deciding, thinking from a place of fear, but we don't know it. And that's a problem. Because when I make decisions from fear and not aware that I'm in fear, typically that's not the decision I really want to make. It's a fear-driven decision. And what's even worse is when I make a fear-driven decision without knowing it. So first, I want you all to just acknowledge there's things you're afraid of. Whatever it is, big, small, specific, general. We all are experiencing fear, but let's bring it into the light. And let's think about every day, not to focus on our fear, but just to put some light on it, to say in this moment, when you're making a decision, some are big, some are small, but think about what's the decision? Is it coming from a place of fear? And assume it is. Here's the deal. Assume fear, because if you ask yourself if you're afraid, most of the time we'll say, yep, nope, I got this. Because fear is sneaky. And we have that overt fear, the fight or flight, but most of us don't have experiences like that at that extreme. It's subtle. Fear has always been subtle. So ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And just process through that. Here's what I'm afraid of. You'll find that many of the things you're actually afraid of are incredibly unlikely to happen, and that can help mitigate or minimize your fear. And sometimes you'll actually figure out there's something else you're afraid of. And the way I go through that is when you say, what am I afraid of? Well, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage. Well, what's the real fear? Is that the fear you can't actually pay it? Well, no, the fear is I might go into more debt, or the fear is I'll have less money for retirement. What's the fear? Even the minutest decision you make during the day about, like some people refuse to go outside. And if you're in a nice area, even if it's not a nice area, it's so important to get outside. Do it in a safe way. But pay attention to your fear, bring it into the light, and what will happen is two things. The fear will dissipate. That's what's going to happen. When you take a look at the fear, it will almost always go down, and then you can make a decision knowing that there's fear in there, and hopefully you can take the fear, almost like a metaphor of picking it up and going, I'm going to put you over here, fear, and I'm going to make a really good decision here that serves me, my family, my business, whatever it is for you, but that the fear is not right. You don't have the fear goggles on. And so many of us are making decisions and living our lives right now with fear goggles on. So bring your fear into the light. You'll make more heartful decisions. You'll continue to make great decisions, and I would argue even better decisions that serve a broader purpose than just that one thing that your fear wants you to avoid. So that's the message for the day. Bring your fear into the light and watch it dissipate, and set it aside and fully understand it when you make those decisions over here, and leave the fear over here while you make the decisions that serve you, your family, your community, your business, and even the world. That's the message. Bring on the light. See you tomorrow.